Yes.
We're going.
Two blues drummers. Grant Miller from Melbourne, Tim Bertram from Hunter Valley. Now,
From the world. Ooh. Gediments.
you got it?
Shit. That's awesome.
Have you got it?
No.
I've got
I
to get it
love
for
it.
you. Just send me your address. I'll get you one.
Oh. Gediments. God. Oh, shit.
Hours of fun. The warm-up's actually my favourite. Yes, and he's definitely
I
touring.
just,
Definitely touring with James Taylor. So can't friggin' wait.
jeez. I love all of that, yeah. I was sitting down today playing,
Yeah, great.
and yeah, I was playing along to a tune. I'm learning a tune, but I just sat there. It was on about 54 BPM,
Yep.
really slow, and I just sat there and did paradiddles and just mixing it up, flam accents and all marching stuff at 54,
Beautiful.
and it was just
It's hard at that tempo too.
it's hard, but when you lock in, it's
Yeah.
just when you got the weight of the stick right, and it's just playing itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you've got the wrist action right and the weight of the sticks, and it's at that speed, you can really hear the root. You can hear the rudiments. They're not just da da. You can really, and it's just ticking over.
That's funny. I was
Ah,
doing accented paradiddles,
yeah,
but I was playing to "Just Be Good to Me" by the SOS band, and
yeah,
I was following the kick and snare patterns, but accenting
yeah.
as paradiddles. And some of
Right.
them fall on like an upstroke, so it was
Yeah, yeah.
that was good fun. I did that for that song goes for bloody I don't know 7 minutes or something, and
Yeah,
so you do that for
yeah.
7 minutes. Wow.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Hey, as you get older, you're looking for the stick to do a bit more work too, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Mm.
Absolutely. Do you ever do when
Molar.
no, 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 I didn't get into that actually, but I probably will. I mean, it's waiting to be, you know, discovered. But what I wanted to ask you was later on when I was like uh, in my 30s,
Mm.
I was having drum lessons, and someone showed me how to do the flam properly.
Right.
So it's like it's a flick up. The first beat is an upstroke,
Ah.
brah brah. So you're pulling off, brah brah brah,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So brah, brah. Yeah, it's really interesting. You should have a look at it.
Who was that
It's
with? Who did you go to?
that was with John Corniola.
Ah, the Cornutos.
Corniola, the
Yeah.
Corleones.
Yeah.
No, but it's like a brah, shit.
Yeah, go on.
I can't. Uh, uh.
Ah, yeah, I see. Yeah. Do I do that?
That's it's really awkward here, but yeah, brah, 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 brah. I can't see it.
So this,
Ah,
you're starting from low with that as the stroke.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, brah,
Yeah. Probably
brah.
a lot of that stuff you probably do naturally anyway, don't you reckon? Like
I
a,
didn't. I was going
oh, right.
brah.
Okay.
Okay. but once you do it, it's like that's natural. Brah, brah, brah. Oh, shit.
I'll have to check that out, see if I do that. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, it's
I know
really
my
cool.
flams suck a bit, so that I probably don't.
Do you know there's only one drummer that I've ever heard that can't do a flam.
Who?
Shit. The dude from Nickelback.
He's a really good drummer, that guy. I hate that.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's the new guy. I mean, I'm talking about hang on. No, sorry. Sorry. The guy from Creed,
Ah,
who's now in Alter Bridge, and
ah, right.
he wrote a couple of their hit songs. Like but and I really liked the album Weathered from Creed. Like, fucking, it's got some great songs on it. But he can't. It's too close together.
Yeah, right.
It's horrible. It's like it's got to be a fair bit apart. Like, just less than a 16th,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. I do.
Half that.
Yeah,
Half that.
yeah,
And get some space in between it. But yeah.
yeah.
But this guy is. It's just. Oh, it's horrid. And I've only ever seen one comment. One comment was like underneath was like, yeah, you can't do a fucking flam. And I'm like, oh, someone's heard it.
Ooh.
Like, because it's really strange.
Mm.
It's a strange, like, that's probably one of the easiest sort of motions to do, but don't know why.
I'll have to get into them this week. I haven't been doing flams lately. I've been really trying to think about motion of the hand and going with the rebound.
Yeah, okay.
Big strokes as opposed to smaller strokes.
Do you do the whole go through the elbow to the wrist thing?
I muck around with it a bit, and then I just adapt it to then my own sort of technique instead of holding it with that fulcrum. I don't like that. I like a bit of control with that finger. I can get more speed.
Yeah, me too. Well, I've never been able to do that.
But that is more relaxed the way the Mola guys do it, for sure.
Yeah, okay.
But
yeah,
just the faster I get, I want that finger to come in and really work the stick.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I've never been able to do that in a single stroke. Yeah, I've always had a real weakness with the single stroke. And I think it's got a lot to do with traditional grip. It doesn't lend itself. I mean, some guys, they practice that whole da 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 da.
Yeah, well, I practiced fingers for years.
Yeah. So you can get the even.
But now I'm trying to incorporate that with wrist as well, and actually, I reckon that finger stroke's actually a wrist stroke as well. You got to get them working together. For years, I isolated. I just did fingers.
Right.
And then when I'd play, I'd just let whatever happen. But now I think trying to sort of work them in together, and it's a lot more relaxed, actually.
Okay.
Because fingers are pretty muscle intensive.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's kind of all the way up there, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. And you're leveraging against. Well, I do. I leverage against the thumb a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
But with the wrist, you take a little bit of that pressure off all that, but you still got that finger control.
Yeah, I'd love to have that. Okay, I just don't. It's always, and I would practice it for hours too. I'd practice it all the way from slow, build it up to as fast as I could, but I'd always end up tensing my shoulders and the whole thing, and I'd go, no.
Look, the older I get, I realise how much tension's in my body when I'm playing, and I'm just trying to eradicate as much as I can, which is hard to do after a long time. A long time of bad habits.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I think this thing has really tilted my body that way a lot too. So hasn't been good, the traditional grip, I've got to say.
I like I love the sensitivity you get with a traditional grip, though. Hey, the dynamics
but but for endurance, I just find you end up sort of going, and just throwing yourself out especially when we were talking about the other day about just like getting centered properly.
Yeah.
Because that's where you get your evenness, especially in your feet. Not that I play much double kick,
Oh
but
God, my feet are terrible. That's one of those things I'll get around to practicing that one day. Like a lot of things. So.
What would you start practicing on if you were doing feet?
Yeah.
How would you develop that? I'm just thinking like the 3 basic rudiments to start with, or would you not? What would you do?
Yeah, singles and doubles for sure.
Right.
And maybe even flams, but only for the control factor, not so much.
Yeah.
You'd ever use them really.
Yeah.
It's more working the exercises in with hands too. I wouldn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I can get a single stroke going, and and some rudiments over the top, sort of thing. That sounds really nice.
Yeah. Like 16ths on the bass drums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just getting different stick formations on the top, which is pretty easy. But when you're stopping and starting and you're doing different things and different accents and even swapping from straight to sort of more triplet type things on the fly. Like man, that's more like where you would be, where I would love to be able to do what I can do with these on my feet.
Yeah.
I guess that's what everyone would say.
Yeah.
Drummer would
and
say.
Virgil Donati can.
He can probably do more on his feet than he can with his fucking hands.
And Thomas Lang and Mike Mangini and all those cats.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've bored the shit out of everyone with drumming stuff.
Can we keep talking about that?
The two blues drummers, Steve Gadd show. Gaddaments. I'll get you some. Send me your address. I'll get them to you.
All right.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
North Melbourne. What do you think?
Okay, North. Well, I didn't think we were going to win by that much.
Didn't you?
No.
Okay.
No,
I think I would have been a bit pissed off if we didn't somehow.
Yeah, I would have been pissed off, but I didn't expect it because we've never been that team.
Yeah, that's true.
Put the foot on the throat.
Yeah.
We've always, we've always played. We've never played full games before. I think now we're playing full games.
Yeah.
Four quarters.
They didn't fall off and let them back into the game, really.
Nah.
A little annoying. Couple of little annoying goals here and there, but generally.
Well, that was stupid turnovers, wasn't it?
Yeah. Look, I reckon we looked like we probably looked like a team that had been just coming off the bye. That's for sure.
Yeah, we also looked like a pretty pro unit.
Yeah, we did.
Especially with well, we'll get to this later, I guess. But I mean, first of all, like let's say, welcome Jacob Wiedering back.
Yeah,
that was good. That was like coming straight in. He didn't play the twos, did he? No, straight back into the team.
Yeah,
and did probably half of what he usually does, but it was still great.
Yeah,
it was just great to have him. He's a big dude.
Oh, he is.
He's like not tall. He's a solid guy.
He is.
His legs,
He's pretty bloody tall too.
He's tall as.
I reckon that as the game went on, he just looked like he hadn't left, sort of thing. He, maybe a bit rusty first quarter, first half maybe, but by the end of the game, he was there.
Little bit of frustration earlier on with him pounding the grass.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's just great.
Yeah,
I just love it. I love it. He's a perfectionist.
A lot of people sort of worried that Kemp made way for Marchbank, but I think it was probably more a case of just as important to get a bit of a run into Marchbank more so than Kemp lost his spot. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that. Yeah. I didn't see it as Kemp getting dropped for Marchbank.
No, I didn't either. No.
I think it could have been tactical.
I just think Marchie needed a run.
And he certainly did, because he gave them 3 goals within the first 5 minutes.
Well, one of them was a trip, which was a bit borderline.
Yeah, I know, but he did have hold of his ankles.
Fair enough. Look, I wrote here.
Fair enough.
I thought both of the holding frees were a little bit soft, but I was surprised how much speed he had for a big bloke. He made up a lot of ground to make that trip.
Tick.
That was the fastest trip you'll ever see. No, he did. He did.
No, he was. He played all right. He didn't do anything. That was just.
He needed a run. He needed to get the cobwebs out, and what a shame he bloody got concussed. That was. He can't take a trick, that boy, can he?
No.
Poor old Marchie.
It was friendly fire, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Fogg or
Charlie.
Oh, was it? No, it was one of the smaller blokes.
Oh, was it? Okay.
I think so. Oh yeah, shit. My memory's so bad, so don't quote me.
Well, this is why I take notes.
Yeah, I didn't write that down. I just thought shit, because then they mentioned that he'd had problems with his neck already. I didn't really know that. But he had problems with his neck, and
I didn't know that.
One of the commentators said, "Oh shit, I hope he's okay," sort of thing. But it seems like it's all good. It's all good. He's just concussed, and he was wobbly coming off.
Gets a week off, so Kemp gets to come back in. I'm assuming. I thought Kemp's been great so far this year.
I really think that I don't think we need the 3 talls down back.
No.
I would like with McGovern, Wiedering, and Kemp, and then you've got Sard and Boyd. Is Boyd? Hang on, is Boyd on the forward line or the back line?
Boyd's on the back line. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I couldn't tell you. I think he's full back line, maybe back pocket, but I could be wrong there. Don't quote me on that.
He's in the back line. He's a back 6, isn't he?
He is, yeah. And I think he's on the final line of defence.
So I love the smalls in the back line.
I thought Boyd was a bit shaky on the weekend, to be honest.
Yeah, it was really hard to. It was such an even spread of effort.
Once again.
So it wasn't like anyone really. I mean, there were standouts, but mostly when you look at when I just tallied up the goals, and I'm like, my God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 goal kickers.
Yeah,
some of them multiple.
It's like we said last week. It's hard to say anyone played badly because there's such a spread of effort at all. Anyone can pop up at any time and contribute, and suddenly they're kicking goals. Like Owies looked like he wasn't doing much. Suddenly he's kicked 2 goals in the game, or was it more than that? I think it was 2.
He kicked 3.
Oh, 3 goals. Yeah, there you go.
Three I thought it was 1 point.
Yeah, I thought it was more. Yeah. So
he just. That's why I like. Yeah, I like the small forwards. I wish they had played Motlop. That would have been really good.
Not sure what happened there. Yeah.
No news. I think he's okay, but again, who knows how they picked the team? Like, it could have been. I don't know the opposition that well, so
yeah,
it could have been because of that. But with blokes like him, Owies is such an opportunist. That's what I've written here. He's really opportunistic.
Yeah, he really is, and he pops up just at the right time, just when you think he's done nothing. Durden for me is similar.
Yeah,
he just pops up and kicks a goal. Oh yeah, okay, Durds is around.
He kicked 2.
Fogarty's a bit more consistent especially in terms of defensive effort and tackling and all that sort of thing.
Well, he's pretty much on the ball.
Yeah. Well, when he's in the forward line too, he's just such a great defensive forward.
I thought even though there was an even spread of effort, I thought actually I thought he stood out.
Yeah,
Fogarty stood out.
I agree. Yeah,
he was just going from third and fourth efforts.
Yeah, as he always does.
So, and he was flying around too. He was trying to take marks off of Charlie and stuff like that, which was.
Oh, I think it's good. I tell you what, there's a few guys that have been right from day one of the practice matches have been looking bloody fit and focused, like they've got a real point to prove this year, and I reckon that's Hewitt.
Yep.
Harry.
Yep.
Gov.
Yep.
Someone else.
Hewitt. Well,
TDK in a way. Yeah, Sard's been pretty consistent right throughout, but
yeah,
those guys,
they've lifted.
Man, they look like they've got a real point to prove. Gov's in everything.
Yeah,
and Harry's running up and down the ground. He's strong in the contest.
Yeah,
kicking beautifully.
Yeah,
and bloody Hewitt looks fit as a fiddle, man. He I forget what it was in the first quarter. It was early on. I was thinking, shit, look at how fit this guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a monster. He's not a monster. He's a gun. He's just a gun. I thought the midfield was fucking awesome.
Yeah, there was a bit of rotation through the midfield too. You noticed that? Fogarty went through there. They had Hollins came.
Hollins goes through. Elijah?
Yeah, I can't remember. I've just written Hollins. That's helpful, isn't it? Hollins.
Well, no. Actually, I did notice. Yeah, I did notice Elijah Hollins, and I did notice Jack Carroll again too.
Yeah, and then Cottrell for one of the bounces was on the wing as well, which looked good.
Yeah.
I miss Cots on the wing.
Yeah, he's another one. He just pops up at the right time.
Yeah.
A lot of people sort of get into it, the consistency of his game, but I just think we don't need superstars anymore. We just need people to bob up and that can read the play and that when they're there, take that opportunity. I think he does that. I just think he does it, and he's hard. He's so tough. He's a redheaded motherfucker. He's crazy.
He runs. Never stops running. He's the Duracell bunny.
Yeah.
I've written the umpiring was terrible. I thought it was bloody terrible.
What are they paying now? So okay, this is one thing.
Must be $50 a game or something.
50, the big bucks.
And a beer. We'll buy you a beer as well.
A pie.
All right, I'm in. What am I going to do? Just play your whistle when you feel like it.
It reminds me a little bit of which is really stupid. It reminds me of the under-9s now when the umpires will come into the team and they'll say, "Now today, boys, we're paying this," and that's all they pay.
Yeah,
just to groom the little kids.
It seems to be a bit like that for each match, doesn't it?
Now it's like they're paying shit that was like, no, it's not high contact. This thing where people are ducking their heads, which is they're not flopping, they're going hard for the ball and running. So they're just you make any contact whatsoever, and it's high contact now.
Yeah,
I thought that was gone.
Yeah.
Unless someone grabbed someone by the neck, and pulled them into the ground. I thought that was out. And I think it still should be out because what do you do? Run away from someone who's got their head down?
Yeah, I know. And then it seemed like there's lots of pushing in the back that people got away with as well.
There was a couple of Carlton.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Harry had a couple. And, what they've got to do is stop playing everything in slow motion too, because it just looks shit.
Yeah.
It looks 10 times worse than what it is. But that rule...
I don't like hands in the back at all. For me, that's not AFL. Because in my day...
Yes.
If you put a hand in someone's back, it's just immediate push in the back. Now they sort of class it as good use of the body. Worked him off the ball beautifully then. No, he just bloody pushed him in the back.
Yeah, well, they can't say that, can they, the commentators?
No, I guess not.
They can't say shit like that anymore.
No.
Sometimes they do.
Richo pipes up with a few here.
Yeah, yeah, there's nothing in that. There's nothing in that.
Yeah, the other week he goes, oh, I've seen a few of those paid.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a classic. He's a classic.
He's good. He's good. He's good, Richo. He doesn't barrack. Although, and yeah, not like what's his name? Tiger. That's now a
BT.
commentator. No. The young, him and his brother. His brother played for Saints. Revolt.
Yeah, Revolt.
He just barracks for the Tigers.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
And gets paid.
So does Richo, and so does BT a bit. BT's torn between Collingwood and Richmond.
I know. Yeah. No, we don't get a mention when BT and Collingwood are playing. It's just like, there's just no call for Carlton at all.
Yeah.
Except when you have Taz to admit that Harry Mackay kicked a goal.
Yeah.
Oh, he's kicked that one. I don't know why he went round the body with that one, but anyway, shut the.
Speaking of which, Harry's kicking. Looking good.
It's over.
Looking good.
It's done.
It's looking good.
It's done.
I've written here, Harry pushed up the ground in the last bit of the first quarter, and 3 very important defensive marks. He sort of started on the wing, and then he went even further back and took some really good marks. It's so good to see him moving around the ground like he does. Big guy. Amazing. He's so bloody fit.
He's really fit, and he looks almost too light, But he must be really strong.
Yeah.
Because he's going up in the ruck as well.
Yeah. And doing well too.
He doesn't look. Oh, touch wood. He doesn't look anywhere near like landing the wrong way or.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he just looks so well balanced and.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's making it look easy.
I was scared of it for a while. I was thinking, should we really be doing this? But I think that he's taken to it like a bloody duck to water, to be honest.
Yeah, he sure has.
Speaking of ruck, so how do you think TDK is looking?
Good.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't say like, he's the best ruckman in the competition or anything like that, but I like having him there.
I do too.
And I like he really runs out a game. For a big man.
I was going to say, it's like having another midfielder. To me, he's like a Grundy, but maybe even more athletic. I reckon he's going to be. He will be number 1 ruck at some point.
Yeah.
As in the competition, not. He's almost number 1 for us now, but I think he'll end up being one of the greatest in the comp in the next couple of years. He only really gets beaten on hitouts a little bit here and there, but. It's all the other stuff he does, running forward and just running around the ground and taking marks, kicking goals.
Yeah, he can kick, man. He can off a step. He can kick a goal from 50.
Yeah.
I mean, he missed one, but he had a good shot at one the other day, and was it Thursday again? Yeah. Off a step, went through the points, but I thought, jeez, like that's dangerous. So he's probably as athletic as Charlie too, for his size.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think he's just, that's I think what I haven't seen Pitternet play for ages, so I can't even compare the two. So
I reckon he went really well in the reserves.
So what would we do if he comes back in? What the hell is going to happen?
I think they'd bring him back in if they need someone to really go up against someone that's a bit of a bruiser. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A bit of that mentality.
I mean, look, he's a bit of a one-trick pony, but what he does, he's good at it. He's a good hard ruckman.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
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 So I'm sure they'll use him at some point. It depends on the need of.
And then I guess you could either put De Koning backward or forward,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
wherever you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
In defence, maybe would be good, but yeah, you can kick goals. So
I don't know, mate. I reckon our defence is humming. Really. I mean, they're a bit shaky on Friday, but that's
Newman's got not quite
didn't have a great game.
Last year's.
No.
You know what I mean? Last year he was feral. He was awesome.
I thought against Richmond he was pretty good. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he was a bit quiet. I tell you who I thought was quiet too was Williams on the weekend.
It's funny you say that. After my third watch.
Oh, you've watched? Yeah.
I saw a lot more of him.
Okay. Yeah.
I wasn't looking. I was looking elsewhere, and I saw a lot more of him. What he was doing off the ball as well.
Right. Okay.
Which was a lot of shepherding, a lot of bumping out of the way, and then a lot of role playing stuff. And you don't see that the first time you watch the game. You got your eyes on the ball constantly.
It was a totally different game. When I watched it the second time. The first time I was thinking, God, we look slow and we look fumbly and we look old. But then second watch I was like, no, we look great. We look really good. I think because I saw Kennedy doing that chase, which was a bit sad. I was going, oh mate, just stop. You know.
Yeah.
But
he
had a great game.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm watching it the second time. He was great.
He was really helpful out of the centre.
Yeah.
Cripper does this thing where he just, I don't know how the fuck he dives on the ball and handballs it out at the same time.
I know.
So as soon as he hits the ground, he's got it out.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Certainly showed the value of slightly older bodies, slightly bigger bodies too. They were just chucking them around like kids at some stages.
Yeah. And they were throwing tantrums like kids too, which was awesome.
Look, they're going to be all right, mate. In a couple of years, they're going to be a really good team, I reckon.
Yeah, they are.
But they're pretty impressive how well they went against us, considering how young they are. And Clarko's really his first full year with them. I think they're going to be a bit of a force to be reckoned with. They've got some real talent in there.
Well, they're definitely, as far as they're a rebuild side, yeah. Is that's what we say?
Yes.
About North?
Yeah.
So they're killing Hawthorn.
Oh, yeah.
They're just...
And West Coast, yeah.
Well, West Coast have sort of gone down another notch, haven't they?
And probably will go down again.
I don't know what the hell's happening there, but as long as we get to play them, that's... Why are the Bulldogs next to us on the ladder? That's just
because
get off. Get away. You're not in the same league. Like when I saw that, I was just like, ew.
Yeah.
Ew, get back down under the 8. How that? Oh, well, it's because they played West Coast, wasn't it?
They've played an extra game too, haven't they?
An extra game in West Coast, yeah. So that's why.
And Sydney are nearest too. That's because they've played one more game than we have. So.
Well, Sydney deserve to be up there, but the Dogs are like, get away from us.
Well, who knows?
Get away. Nah, no, not happening.
No, they don't convince me, but they looked good against Gold Coast, I thought. But yeah.
Yeah, well, they've got a team of star celebrities,
Richmond looked good against Sydney. That was a great game. I sat down to watch the Carlton one, and that was on. I was like, I'll just watch 5 minutes.
Switch between.
No, I'll watch 5 minutes of this, and I just ended up watching the whole game pretty much. Yeah.
I watched it live, Sydney and Richmond. Yeah, I was pissed off with Sydney actually.
Me too. I wanted them to beat Richmond, but anyway.
Yeah, I don't want Richmond to win anything.
No.
Not even against West Coast. I just want to see them get rubbed into the ground. I can't stand them.
Humbled. Yeah.
Anyway, I was annoyed with the Swans. They did some stupid things.
Yeah.
In the last quarter. They were under a lot of pressure, I know, but I really thought they could absorb anything.
Yeah.
I thought they were the ones this year.
I did too, actually, up until that game. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it shows you how good our win over Richmond was, really.
mate. Yeah, I was there, and it was only 30 seconds in it when we were 5 points up, and it was in their goal square, and they were pushing and pushing and pushing. And if the siren hadn't gone, my God, they just they can sniff it, you know.
Yeah, you can't let them back in. Yeah.
No.
So I've written here, first quarter, we'll get back to Carlton now because we're the only team that really matters.
Yeah.
I said the first quarter that our forward pressure was fantastic, and then second quarter their forward pressure was pretty good. Actually, it was in their forward half quite a bit.
Yeah, they had a go at it. They really had a crack, like physically as well.
Yeah.
They were getting into us. Yeah, we just they're just, yeah, like we've already said, they're just young. That's all. They don't know. They know how to get down quickly.
Yeah.
But then, like, they cop an experienced defence, and yeah, we get it back and kick a goal on them every time.
Rebound out of there.
Yeah. So I mean, but they can get it down there really quickly.
Yes. Yeah. So they got some good speed going on, actually.
Yeah, and some some good goal kickers. Oh, they got a lot of good players. They really have. It's a good team. It's going to be a couple of years.
Second quarter, what have I said here? Clever kick from Fogarty. Fogarty to what?
I was just looking at that.
What?
Fogarty's kick backwards to Kerner.
Yeah, that was clever.
Oh, that was just gold.
And the commentary was Fogarty's a.
Why didn't he kick it?
No. He's a real team first player. I was like, that's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. That's why we love him.
Yeah.
That was a beauty.
That was awesome. Okay, and another thing is another element of specialty that we have now is the Hollands brothers playing together.
Yeah,
that's going to be really cool.
Yeah,
like the Cracker brothers, and
and possibly next year the Camporelli brothers together as well.
Right. Are they the Irish dudes?
No, Scott Camporelli was.
Sound like it.
No, Camporelli. Scott Camporelli was a Carlton champion back in 90s.
Camporelli. Okay.
Maybe. Can't remember. Someone can correct us. That's fine. Yeah, nice angled snap from Harry. Nice kick from TDK. Beautiful mark in the goal square. Amazing mark with about, 3 players around him. Just plucked it right on the line.
It's good to watch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Couple of brain fades.
Yeah.
Orazio again.
Oh.
But no, he redeemed himself.
Well, we're jumping a couple of quarters, but I thought he showed a lot of class when he came on the field. A lot of composure.
Well, did I send you that TikTok?
That was
thing
classic.
Where he was getting harassed off the boundary
line? That was funny.
That's experience, mate.
Jeez,
it was just to put up with that shit.
I'll tell you what, it was the best of the punters weekend. Some of the shots in the crowd was like, geez, Australia, get a hold of yourself.
Who are these people?
Where did they get them from? Was it?
Whoa, pull back.
It's a special day release or something going on. The Port Adelaide fans, oh God, it's right up there with the Collingwood crew. Wow. Yeah.
God. Yeah. That's why I like when I go. I like on the fourth. Get up on the fourth tier.
Right. So you can't be seen.
Get away from that. You're in amongst the families.
I think the cameramen were having find the most special supporters weekend. I wonder who won that one. I think maybe the Port Adelaide.
Port Adelaide
gang might have taken that one out. Oh dear. We're going to get in trouble for that.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Hey,
Funny.
Williams did one of your favourite double fists. Defends out over the boundary.
Oh no, I don't like that. Don't like the ploughman.
Oh dear.
The ploughman double fister. I enjoyed watching Zach Fisher's game actually.
Yeah, poor bugger. That must be bloody hard playing against, because
they obviously like each other, all of them.
Yeah, and he was there, right? He's been there from day one of the rebuild almost, and must be hard to see all his mates succeeding like that, and he's got to go through it again with North Melbourne.
Yeah, but at least he's in the 22. As far as we know, he's in there. Yeah. He's in their top team. Yeah, he'll get a game. He'll get a game every week.
Yeah, and he's young enough to still go through the rebuild with them as well.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He is actually. Yeah.
He's a good little player.
Yep.
So I didn't go quarter by quarter, mate. I'm just jumping around all over the joint.
Oh, that's fine. I
just got some.
I tend to as well. I just go quarter to quarter just to
get some kind of structure.
Well, yeah. In this circus.
in this whatever you call it.
And my 54-year-old brain's not going to remember all the.
Oh, you're a year younger than me. Oh,
am I?
Come on, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, 54. Yeah.
Well, another little thought bubble.
Yep.
Can't wait for Jack Martin to get back.
I know.
In amongst that.
I know.
Because I know he's injured all the time.
Yes.
But whenever he plays,
he's
like a 3-goal a game guy.
Yeah, and he's hard. He's sort of a.
He's hard.
Yeah, he's hard at the footy.
He's hard for anyone to play on.
He's athletic. He's got beautiful disposal. Yeah, we do miss him in a way. I thought when Fantasia came on, apart from a couple of early mistakes, I thought he looked compared to others in the forward line, small forwards, he looks very. You can see the experience is what I'm trying to say.
And as soon as he comes on, he starts to organise people.
Yeah.
I love that.
I do too. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's a big part of after watching the Weeders mic'd up thing, it's such a big part of the game.
Yeah.
That's why it looks so safe now again. It doesn't look as chaotic in the back line now. It's because you've got someone. And then Orazio comes on, just straight up. What did he get, a quarter out of the game?
Yeah.
Did he get a quarter?
Yeah, he came on last quarter, yeah.
Comes straight on and he's barking directions.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's good. I like that.
Hey, I reckon, look, I love Charlie, and it's not a huge criticism, but I still think we can get more out of him somehow. Especially second efforts. Like he's got a big tank, they reckon. He can run and run, but some of his second efforts are a bit lacking. And even in the one-on-one contest, like he's got to come to the decision that, look, I'm going to get bloody double teamed and held every game I play, every quarter. So he's just got to, I hate to say it, he's just got to muscle up a bit. Yeah,
and he's got to have a crack at chasing people.
Yeah.
Because he just gets burned off so easily.
He does, yeah.
He doesn't. He just looks like he's jogging. And it's like, I know he's a big fella, but mate, you've got to have some sort of sprint in your stride. There's just no desperation there. It's like, well, I'm Charlie Curnow.
There's a bit of that, I think.
And I don't chase anyone.
Yeah.
I just catch the ball.
Harry, you do that.
Yeah, Harry. I am the king. I think I noticed that. Even I watched it a few times, and he's just lucky. He was lucky against North that they were paying him holding kicks, because I've never seen that before. I've never seen him get paid a holding free kick.
Yeah.
So I don't know what was going on there. That was another strange thing. It was like, oh shit, they're paying that now. Okay.
Yeah.
Even if you've got your arms around someone
to begin with that you've started it. Yeah. Well, that happens all the time though.
If someone's behind you and you wrap your hands behind them, it's like holding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you talking about the ruck Larky up in the?
Someone. I think Marchbank. Yeah, it might have been Larky. He grabbed someone who was holding him from behind.
Yeah,
he wrapped his arms
around Harry. It was around Harry. Yeah.
And he got done, and he's like, "What?"
Well, the issue Richo pointed out in the replay that the issue was he took his eyes off the ball. He probably could have gotten away with it, but he took his eyes off the ball, so it was deemed a block.
Yeah, okay.
More so than holding, yeah. North fan, there's not one North fan in the country that would see reason in that, but that's what happened there.
Yeah, when it's explained, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then all the holding stuff was there, I know, but it's just like, well, can we at least get some consistency in that? Can we please pay that to every team on every game?
Yeah.
Can we do that? Not just one game out of the blue, and then they were on fire this weekend on every game.
Yeah, they were, yeah.
It was like you touch someone, it's like, oh,
holding.
Bring it back. Stop.
I've written in the third quarter, our mids started to really fire up, and including Carroll, beautiful step out of the middle. He's going well. He's going well at this stage. Personally, still got him just marginally better than what Dow's doing, but.
Oh God, yeah, hell yeah! I think he's there. I think he's so close.
Yeah. Look, I like him a lot. I think he's better than Dow, but there's still a lot of growth to happen for him, which is good. It's a good thing.
A lot of growth, but I think he's got the grunt, the power.
Yeah, he does.
I think he's got the power.
Yeah.
And like he can shrug a tackle and kick a nice field pass.
Yeah.
You need a coffee, mate.
You
need coffee?
Yeah, but I only have one a day generally in the morning. Yeah. Otherwise, I've become a psychotic, cranky mess. Occasionally, I can do two and get away with it, but I've got to be real careful.
Turn into the Hulk.
Yeah, I do. The Hulk. Don't make me angry.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Yes.
Yeah, what else have I got here?
That North kept hanging in there like an annoying little brother. Still kicking a few goals here and there, but he's popped up at the right time. I've written here. Chera started to get more involved. It's funny, today I was listening to a few podcasts and general consensus was that Chera had a great first half and quite a second half. I'm the opposite. I thought his second half was better than his first.
I thought he was busier in the second half.
Mm.
But like I said, it depends how many times you watch it. Things change.
Yeah, that's true.
My God, I didn't see that.
That is true. Someone also pointed out today in an interview, he once said, I'm not as interested in disposals. He's more of a defensive mid, which would explain a bit.
Right.
If I could remember the podcast that said that, I would gladly credit it. But
I haven't watched any social media on that game because there was just so much footy on the weekend. I think I watched every game.
Did you?
It was like, oh shit, yeah, pretty much.
All I know is I tipped 8 out of 8 the week before, and I got 4 out of 8 this week.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone would have tipped. I think tipping's impossible now.
Yeah, especially these first few rounds. Yeah.
Yeah. But let's have a look at the ladder.
The last 2 goals of the third quarter went to North Melbourne. But then we opened with a nice pass to Fantasia.
Fantasia.
And he did a very unselfish pass to Owies.
Yeah, I saw that.
He could have easily had a shot himself, but he went to Owies. I thought that was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Marchie got his concussion, which was very sad.
That was ugly.
Yeah.
He got landed on.
Yeah, and the Achilles was ugly too.
Oh, okay.
For old mate.
This is my thoughts on that whole episode, right?
Yep.
If someone can't get up,
don't
try and diagnose it on the ground.
Just get them off.
Get off. He was laying there for 10 minutes again. And they're all looking at his ankle and trying to figure out now there's the toes. Can you feel that? Tickle, 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 tickle. It's like, get off, mate. Get off.
He was in a lot of pain, that boy. He was
get him on the stretcher.
He was
they raved on about the green whistle for about 10 minutes. Oh, it's an Australian invention, mate.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Get him off. We had momentum. We had momentum.
You selfish prick. Doing your Achilles when we've got a momentum. Yeah.
Mate,
unbelievable.
I know it's bad. But the guy was trying to stand up. It's like, he can't stand up. Get him on the stretcher and please take him away, because we really want to get this footy. We want to play the game. You know, we don't want to look at a car accident. You know, it's like these selfish pricks on the M1 that have, you know, it's peak hour and they'll have an accident and that just fucks your whole day. That's what that is.
There's not much he could do about it. He was just running.
Yeah, exactly. And then he couldn't get up. It's like, yeah, okay, let's not test this out anymore. Get him off.
I was very happy to see a couple of our boys get around him though, and so you'll be, you know,
try and analyse it too.
No.
I've got some plaster casts.
No, I remember a few years ago, one of our guys got concussed pretty bad, or something happened, and none of our guys went around him, and the Richmond guys actually went and said, you know,
"You all right, mate?"
Yeah. I was thinking, yeah, that's when I knew we weren't much of a team. And and last night it was actually our boys that got around old mate. Yeah. I forget his name. Yeah, Gavin, Sard, got around the North guy and, you know, gave him a pat like, oh, well, mate, you know, enjoy your whistle.
Yeah.
Your green whistle.
Go with that. Just before you'll be here for another 20 minutes.
I'll have a calf injury next week. Oh yeah, slight calf strain.
Go! God, that's harsh.
Gov needed it. He bloody injured nearly every part of his body in that game.
Every time he landed, it was right on his tailbone.
Oh, I know. I know. And he copped him in the ribs or something, didn't he?
Oh, he got one in the ribs.
Oh,
yeah. And he lays there for a long time too. It's like shit.
Get up. Get up.
And then he slowly gets up. It's like, okay. We need you, mate.
Oh man. Hollands gets his first goal for the team. Elijah Hollands, that is.
Yeah. He kicked a few, or a couple.
McGovern took a beautiful mark over the top of the pack.
Yeah.
I reckon he's going to take an absolute hanger one day. That guy, McGovern. It's going to be like an Andrew Walker style.
Yeah,
massive.
And he'll land on his coccyx and he'll be out for 4 weeks.
And he'll need the green whistle.
Yeah. Whatever you do, boys, get him off the ground, especially if we've got momentum.
Elijah Holland seemed to get more involved second half too. Seemed to settle in a bit and it's looking good. Yeah. He seems ambidextrous. Is he known for that, like left and right footed? Yeah. I think he is. That seems to ring a bell somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, that was coming from last year's news. I think they were saying, "Oh, yeah, he can." Yeah, he can go around both sides.
Yeah. Ashton Moyer's another one as well, apparently.
Yeah, his name always pops up.
Geez, we've still got guys like
that. He's had a game, hasn't he?
Guys like that. Yeah, well, he played the practice matches, yeah.
Yeah.
Looked all right too. He's got that. He's got that
reckon-
special something going on. But he's going to take a bit of time to learn the game. And
Yeah, I think it's okay as long as they don't get that deer in the headlights thing. It some of the players do have that kind of yeah that oh shit, and then but I don't. Ashton Moyer comes to mind as one of those that looks like Jack Carroll to me. He just fits in really well.
Speaking of Carroll, he took a really nice, springy, agile mark in the middle of the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. He was awesome.
And then I've written great goal, Fantasia. That's the end of my notes.
That's the end of it. Yeah, that was the end of it.
But it's good. We've still got guys like Ashton Moyer. We've got Cowan still going.
Cowan's good.
Billy.
Yeah.
Wilson, is it? Gibson? Wilson. Billy Wilson.
I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know. I haven't watched any VFL.
Apparently was training with the midfield group in the off season. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chincotta, I think from memory, running through the mids on the VFL game on the weekend.
Yeah, that was the picture you sent me on. There was a statistic on him, and he was pretty. What's happened to Cunningham, by the way?
Yeah, someone said today he's injured. Apparently.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't know that.
No, there was no real press about it, was there?
Look, it's not like we needed anyone yesterday, did we?
No, I just think to complete a little, if there is a picture to complete it would be Jack Martin.
Yeah.
For me.
Yes. Yeah.
Just because, he's not matchable. He's just one of those. He's like Blakey from the Swans. Like he's a real awkward matchup.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can't grab hold of him. He can't be held. He can't be. He's slippery. He's strong, and he's accurate. And even if he plays one good quarter, it's like, oh shit,
yeah,
that's a lift. He's a team lifter.
Yeah,
for me anyway. So I'm looking forward to it.
Says here Chincotta was in the middle of the ground for most of the game.
Yeah,
and Kemp played the second half in the forward line on the weekend. And he says here he'd looked down. This is from the I Am Carlton Trades.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good group. That one. Are you in that one?
That's am I ever?
Yeah,
I'm famous on that group.
Oh, yeah, really?
Oh, yeah.
They get
420.
Oh, was that for the Weeders?
Oh, look, it's still going.
Nice.
It's still going, mate.
Well done.
How many? 452 likes.
Yeah, it's a good group. They get a bit precious occasionally, but they're a good group. Yeah, bits of beauty.
And you know what he said?
No, what did he say?
Fuck you.
Oh. Well, as long as he didn't say cocksucker. No, it's not funny, Grant.
I don't know what the rules are on this platform anymore anyway. What can you do?
We have no rules. We have no rules.
No, good. Because I think fuck you is like, it's important. And then one bloke said underneath the comments, but what did he say before that? I'm like, fuck, mate. What am I?
He called him a cocksucker.
Yeah, it's probably an opportunity.
A sock tucker. Called him a sock tucker.
Your mother sucks cocks in hell.
Yes, Exorcist. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Jeez, what was I going to say? Oh, here. So this guy says Kemp played the second half in the forward line, looked dangerous, and can really take a high flying grab. He could be the third tall in the future for our forward line. These are some things.
Jeez, I didn't know he was that tall though.
I know he's.
I thought Kemp was a small.
No, he's 6. So he's just under 6'4", and Marchbank's about 6'4". Yeah.
6'4".
So
Jeez, he looks short.
6'3" and a bit or something, and Marchbank's 6'4".
No, that's as good as
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
He moves faster than that.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe I've underrated him there. He might be nice to in the forward line.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah. And Chincotta in the mids, I could see that too. He's got a good bit of grunt and run about him.
Definitely. He was great last year.
He was. Yeah. I'm surprised he sort of hasn't held his place this year.
Yeah, I think. I just think they wanted to try, Jack Carroll and and then Fantasia was coming in as well. There was a few ins that were
pushed him out.
Yeah. Even I didn't know about Cunningham. I thought he was just sort of moved aside, but
I'm only going off what I heard today. I haven't looked that up. Research is not my strong point. So anyone listening to this show for stats or solid back research, not going to happen.
No, it's this is not that channel.
No.
I just like watching the game, and then picking up on little things.
Some stats are interesting, but generally I've got no interest in them.
Well, it's like I don't understand touches. If someone gets a touch, it's like, well, he could have touched it to another player. I mean, I've seen that happen 1,000 times.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really mean much, unless you're a real like that guy on SEN who's a full-on analyst. He's really good, actually. He puts it all into perspective, but just on its own, like 47 touches.
Yeah. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. Yeah.
No, I think 2 Port Adelaide blokes in the ground got a couple of touches too at some point. There was a couple of marks in the second level.
A few of the supporters have certainly been touched, I'll tell you that. Touched by an angel at some point.
Touched by God. A special crew. Yeah. With the dolls to sign and everything. Sign my. I don't know.
Sorry, Port Adelaide supporters. I'm sure you're nice people. It's the cameraman's fault. They were picking on you. We just noticed it.
I can't say that I look like the most balanced specimen on the planet either.
Yeah. Well, you've only got to be caught,
Yeah.
haven't you, on the camera doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Bullshit!
And once a couple of these things start to fall out.
Some fat old guy going off his head. It could be us anytime. Could be us.
Some of the haircuts were good. That dude that looked like Elvis.
I know.
Who was it? I think it was in the Port Adelaide game. Yeah. They were talking about there's a player who has the burns.
Yeah, well, that was another Richo and some other commentator. Hey, Richo, it looks like a bit of a 70s flashback here at the moment on the field with old mate.
I reckon. What's his name, that guy? I can't remember. He's a good player too. He kicked a couple of goals. Anyway, it's Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
But
anyway, bring back Ed Kerno to the commentary, I say. I can't wait for that time. Hey, what about Freo? How are we going to go? I reckon we've got their measure generally.
Well, I think so. I'm really surprised to see that where they are.
Me too. Yeah.
I got a shock because I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I had them sort of written off. They've sort of been on a downward spiral last couple of years, and then they've had all those senior players go.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't think they'll be that good this year. But
well,
as we've said, it's an even comp, and you never know.
Yeah, well, if Richmond can beat Swans,
yeah, Yeah, that's right.
So,
Yeah.
so their last game, they played Adelaide, and it was a pretty low scoring, 69-34.
I
So I
watched
don't.
I watched that game. I've sort of been in.
It looks boring.
Oh, but yeah, I've been enjoying Adelaide, sort of the way they've been quietly building over there. I didn't do any tipping last year. I wish I did, because I knew Adelaide were going to have a good year, and they did. But I'm surprised that their start this year, they don't look good. Um,
Not like last year. I mean,
that could change though. I mean, they're all,
didn't they kick 10 goals on us last year? Gather round.
yeah, they gave us a hiding at gather round.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We sort of
that
fought
was-
our way back in. I didn't watch the game. I only watched the highlights. But yeah,
Yeah, I can't remember.
that was the beginning of the downfall, wasn't it?
Yeah, that wasn't good times. But I'm not. Look, based on what I've seen so far, like I don't think it's ever pretty with Carlton. It's always a bit of a scrap.
Yeah.
With any team.
Yeah.
Like even with North, we really didn't thump them.
No, we were fumbly. I think we were a bit rusty.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right with the fumbles.
Would have been interesting to see if we held on to a few more passes and handballs and things. What could have happened? And marks, Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie had a mark, but he had the goal kicked already in his head, and he spilt it.
Yeah. It was unfortunate, that other one he took too, that high grab that just bounced off his chest on the boundary line.
Yeah.
That was harsh. He landed on his back. But yeah, that one that he had.
Yeah.
That one that he had already.
Yeah.
That was. Yeah, but I think we'll be all right. I think against Freo we'll be really competitive. I really want to watch the game just to see what Freo are up to, because they're second on the ladder.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether that's because they've played West Coast or what. I'm not even sure.
Oh, they beat Brisbane. No one expected them to beat Brisbane.
Shit, that's right.
And that
was over there though.
Yeah, and they were fairly convincing against Adelaide. Adelaide started off okay, but yeah, Freo just sort of outran them in the end and outplayed them. I did watch. I did watch a bit of that, but
were you surprised at Melbourne? I mean,
yeah,
that was a real
I tipped against them, so yeah, I was. Yeah.
I mean, over there as well.
Yeah.
And most of their supporters thought they were screwed.
Over
there.
Yeah. Lever had a blinder in the back line. I mean, he was.
Yeah. Okay.
He was almost better without May in a way.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens.
That does happen. Yeah. Yeah, look, I mean, that was a 50-50 game in a sense. The real question was, were Melbourne going to be able to do it with the injuries and outs that they had? And they did it, and that's what a great team does.
Petrarca's phenomenal.
He is.
He's phenomenal.
Viney's having a cracker of a season too.
Yeah. And Gawn's always good.
Viney's a hard little bugger.
Oh, isn't he?
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Yeah.
I'll tell you who's a hard little guy in the Hawks. That's that guy. What's he call himself? Got a nickname.
John Newcomb?
The Wizard.
Oh, I haven't watched him yet. Mate, apparently he's good though. Yeah,
he's a hard little. He's probably smaller than I don't know. He looks smaller than Viney.
Right.
He's hard at it, but
is he? What's he playing in the midfield or the forward line, or what is he?
Yeah, it looks like he's running through the midfield.
Okay, yeah.
But
I mean, it's a shame for Hawthorn, because they had. I thought they probably could have been just outside the 8 this year, or just inside.
Yeah.
But they've been.
Yeah, no, they have moments, but it's just one of those things that it's not 4 quarters of it.
Hit by injury as well, which is a bit of a shame for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Freo. Yeah, I think they always seem to play well against us. There's some teams that always lift when they play us for some reason.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
But I think we're definitely, our forward line will get over the top of their defence if they get enough delivery.
Yeah.
So the midfield battle is going to be pretty key, but you know, the
I think
midfield looked
we're
good
safe.
against North. They looked really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think our backline again
Yeah.
will really stand up against that
Absolutely.
big Charlie. Is it Charlie Dixon?
No,
Is
it's
that his name?
no, it's another Dixon.
Is it is that big Viking looking dude?
Luke Jackson.
Um,
Oh, I can't remember.
oh, sorry, no, I'm thinking of Port Adelaide. No,
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, okay, yeah.
No, I think we'll be okay. I think Fife in the middle's you know, it's good to see him back.
Yeah, he's awesome.
So
yeah, no, but they need more than him.
They will, yeah.
They need more than him firing.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think we've got. I'm just looking ahead here.
It's a hard draw, mate. I think we've got either GWS or Collingwood or something, don't we?
Damn it. Current round for filter.
Adelaide.
Yeah, okay.
Adelaide, then GWS.
Adelaide, then GWS. We've got a lot of away, haven't we?
Yeah.
Away games.
Yeah. Then Geelong.
Geelong. See, now they're the team that frightened me the most out of the whole competition.
Really?
Geelong.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, they concern me more than anybody else.
I guess, yeah. I know what you mean. I mean, the only thing with them is how far can those old bodies go this season before injuries hit? It's like Richmond, you know. What's his name's gone down? Prestia's gone down.
Yeah.
Lynch is now torn his hamstring, and he's down.
That's a shame.
Yeah, he's out for 10 weeks. Yeah,
that's terrible.
He was looking bloody good against Sydney though. Far out.
He marked one right on the goal square line, didn't he? God.
We got
some good hands.
After Geelong, we got Collingwood. Then we've got Melbourne. Then we got Sydney. Gold Coast. Gold Coast after that might be a reprieve, but then we got Port Adelaide. Essendon might be a reprieve. Then we got Geelong again, Richmond again, Giants again, Bulldogs. Thankfully, North Melbourne, Port Adelaide, Collingwood again, Hawthorn, West Coast, then St Kilda to finish.
Haven't we got West Coast coming up soon-ish? No.
Nah, not until second last round.
Damn. Second last round.
We play them once.
We play them twice.
No, we do get North again.
Get North again, but you know they'll want to have another go at us.
And Richmond again. They'll probably be in wheelchairs by the time that happens.
Know what else? My son has already booked the family tickets to the Essendon Kings whatever game. Kings. So that could be devastating.
Right.
When you're there and you're playing against one of those rivalry teams. And Essendon are pretty good.
Not bad. Yeah, they're pretty good this year.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
They can.
If they've got that full midfield back, yeah.
They can do some damage if they want to.
Ben Mackay will probably play on Harry. That'll be interesting. That'll be a good watch.
No, get down the rabbit hole with that one, mate.
Hey?
Because that's the same bloke. No, that's just one man. It's one guy.
Doubles up every week.
Never, yeah. Yeah, that would be good. I've never seen that.
Do you reckon the old rivalries really mean anything anymore? Like, everyone recruits from everywhere else. Every player plays for more than one team. So what does it even mean anymore? Really, I don't know. Because I didn't grow up in Melbourne. I don't actually have the hatred for Essendon that I'm supposed to. And probably because our reps team for North Shore was Essendon colours, so I find it hard to hate them. But give me time. I'm good at hating when I want to.
I think it's just the crowd representation.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it's not really a hatred. It's just like the noise. And then, I mean, mate, God, it's horrific. I mean, having been to, the back end of our season, nearly every game, where we, not last year, but the year before, where we blew it against a team that we should have won.
Yeah.
No, there was a team we should have won that would have put us in the 4.
Oh, right.
We
okay.
lost that one.
Oh, yeah, that was. Yeah, who was that? That was.
We should have put them away. Was it Adelaide? No, it wasn't Adelaide. No.
Who was it?
No. One of the bottom. They weren't in the 8.
Yeah, it was a sitter, and we buggered it completely. Buggered it.
So, and then I went to Collingwood v Carlton, and I went to Melbourne v Carlton, and they both beat us by, not much.
Yeah.
And then you've got to walk out of that stadium with all of that, with 100,000 people.
The walk of shame.
Oh, it's just shit.
I guess then you'd learn to hate teams, wouldn't you?
Yeah. But there's a lot of love if you win. There's people, strangers high-fiving each other and, hugging people you don't know and stuff.
Unreal.
Crazy. But it kills you when you lose.
Well,
all right, mate. Any more? What about any bands you've been listening to?
No, I've had to listen to all sorts of. I'm doing an originals gig for my wife and a girl another girl up here called Amy V. She's fantastic. They're both fantastic. Yeah, okay. Obviously, I know my wife's stuff back to front, but we rehearsed on Friday. We rehearsed. It's a full band, so we rehearsed both things, and it was really, really good fun playing Amy's stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Something very different.
So you're gonna blend the two soloists, like your other half. Anna Weatherup has her own.
Well, we've done. My cousin will come up and play keyboards for both, and I'll play drums for both.
Okay.
And then the guitarist will play for both. The whole band will play for both.
Yeah.
The band's a mixture of us and them.
Yeah. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
So that's taken the focus and, charting out stuff. The older I get, I have to write charts now because I just can't remember songs like I used to.
I can remember the first half of it. Like I can remember the first bridge, intro, verse, bridge, chorus. And then after that, after the middle 8, I'm kind of like,
what happens next?
I'm just gonna ride this out now. Miss all the accents, all the parts.
But don't be fooled. I write charts and then
lose the charts.
No, or playing away and then mind wanders and then like, oh shit! What bar number is that? We on 6 or 7 or? Oh right, yeah, chorus. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I can imagine your research is really you write beautiful charts too, and then just not follow any of them.
I do cheap ones. I just do. I write the groove out and then verse. Write the groove, the groove for the verse, and then 8 bars of that.
Times 8.
Yeah. It's the only way.
Yeah, I know.
I downloaded because we do. I shouldn't admit this publicly, but we do. Shania Twain, what was that? Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
Feel like a woman. Yeah. Poor keyboard player.
Actually, trickier than you would ever think. For a start, the guitar starts on the 4, not on the 1. And then there's all sorts of bars of 2, half bars and stuff. So it's quite tricky. And the chart I have is written every bar of the drumming. So. Yeah. Like it's fun, but if you lose one of those, you're gone, man. You're gone. Yeah. So
just play straight through to the end, mate. Just miss everything.
Oh no, I get cranky eyes if I make a mistake.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
So that's been absorbing my attention.
When's the gig?
Nothing new. So we got one in Sydney in May.
Yeah, okay.
And then we do one up here in July. But we're also doing this week on Thursday night, we're doing a country gig, a corporate thing. They wanted country music, so we've had to learn all these country songs.
Yeah.
Also in May, we'll do what's called Lovedale Long Lunch up here, which is over 2 days on the weekend. Saturday's the big day. Saturday's the day where all the from age 18 through to 30 come, and they start drinking at 9 a.m. and it's really good fun actually. So that's where we do the Shania Twain stuff and all that.
They'll love it.
Mostly girls, yeah. Then Sunday is the day where the older crowd come in, and but both days are great. We play for 6 hours at a time, so it's big days, yeah. So fairly busy time coming up. That's consuming my listening stuff at the moment.
So that's like a day outdoor sort of a thing, or
okay. I'll send you some links on.
Okay.
I should start adding some links on this show too, like some deaf rhyme stuff, some scary malacca.
So I'm looking at this. Looking at this thing. It's got the comments here, and I'm guessing you can just punch in links.
Right. Okay.
Why not?
Well, I'll put them in there. I'll put them in the YouTube thing.
You can do that.
I'll do that. Yeah. And if we get enough people actually ever get interested in listening to us crap on, we'll go live. Go live at some point as well.
Yes.
But so that's a busy time of year coming up. We're just doing lots of learning songs all the time. I'm supposed to be doing an album for my chiropractor as well. I've done 6 songs, so I've got to learn another 3 and go into the studio and do that as well. So
okay.
Plenty.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's good.
That's pretty busy. Like when you don't get enough. When you're working as well, that's a lot.
It is actually. I did a gig.
Finding that.
Last time we spoke, I'd just done a gig. And then I got a call last Friday night, a bit of a panicked call. And did a gig in Newcastle outdoors. So
nice.
And had to learn songs for that, had to chart stuff for that as well. So I'm constantly, at the moment, listening to stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of it I don't like, some of it I do. But anyway, I got to chart and do all that. So that's my listening stuff. You listening to stuff?
I was going to say another band you might like. Bad Omens, they're called.
Okay.
Yeah, check them out. There's a good song called Like a Villain.
Okay. Like a villain.
I think. Hey!
Touch for the very first time.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff, it reminds me of the old Scary Malacca. Yeah. It's that vein. I love it. It's still good. It's still a good genre.
Hey, you know what we haven't done?
Votes!
Yes.
Saw the pen come out then. I didn't do votes.
Didn't you?
Let's do it on the fly.
I sort of didn't either, but I'll do them now.
All right.
I'm giving 3 to Hewitt.
Okay.
I reckon he deserves it for consistent effort, and I thought he had a great game.
Yeah, he was awesome. Such a nice dude.
Yeah. 2 to Harry.
Yeah, you'd have to, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
We haven't mentioned Akers yet, but he was good again.
Oh, he's always good, isn't he?
He's always good.
Hollands was good too.
I'm not saying you should give him a vote, but yeah, he was good too. The wingers, they were great.
Hollands number 1 was good. Who's my one vote going to? I'm like, geez, you know what? I don't know. You tell me yours, and I'll
I just wanted to give a quick mention to Cripper again.
Yeah, for me, my one's going to Cripper. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, around in our 50 zone, he was like a small forward.
Yeah.
I fucking loved his game.
Yeah.
I just love that guy's game. He's got levels and gears.
Yeah.
And he's a leader. Like he's a freak show to me. And
so 3 for Crips?
I don't know. No, I just wanted to mention that.
Okay.
I mean, shit, Harry kicked 5. I mean, Harry was he best on ground? I'd have to say yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's
I'd
fair.
have to say Harry. And I'm going to give. Look, I'm sorry, Charlie. I'm not going to give you any votes this week. I might. Hang on. Let me get to 2. Let me say. Shit, I'm going to give you it 2.
Yep, cool.
And this is really hard, but no, I'm going to give Cripper 1.
Cripper. Yep.
Yep.
It's hard not to. You could give him.
mean,
You could give him votes every week, but
yeah, you could. I mean, it's just too easy. I'm just trying to be like
fair.
I love special mention votes. You know what I mean? Because Cripper just does stuff that, like, I don't know what we'd
do without him.
No, he's not a superstar, and I love that now that he's not the man that does everything.
Yeah.
Remember when he used to try and run through everybody and get caught? And he'd handball the ball 1,000 times.
He seems to break tackles a lot better now. Like he's even stronger. You wouldn't want to tackle him, would you? 6'5" and
6'5" and lean, and doesn't give a fuck.
No,
just runs through you. Love him.
I haven't checked how far people ran. I like that. I like to do that, but I haven't checked.
So 22 kilometres last.
That's what he posted on. I'm just going by his Instagram. He said 22 kilometres. Yeah.
Hey, you know what we haven't mentioned?
What?
I think Walsh is coming back in soon.
Yeah, he's 2 to 3 weeks away apparently.
Is he still?
Yeah.
God. Okay. Forget about that then. What was Walsh's usual running game? What would he usually do? 17. What would he get in the 20s?
16-ish.
Okay, so Cripps run 22 Ks.
Apparently, that's what he reckons.
He's 6'5".
That's what he reckons he ran. Yeah.
Bloody hell! I can run 10, and it takes me.
I could probably run 1.2. And
I'm just trying to figure it out.
Need a week of recovery and probably do a calf.
Ice baths all week.
And not a nice,
I'm just trying to
not a pretend calf. Well, I could do that too. I can do plenty of them.
Bags of it, mate. I love that.
No, I'm only joking, kids. That's a long time since I've done silly things.
Yeah.
Well,
no, I can't. Like, there's just no way that my heart would be able to cope with any of that stuff.
5.6 of it was sprinting. Yeah, it's not a bad effort, is it? But I reckon Harry probably would have run another 14 the other night. I'll check that out next time we get on. I'll see.
I like that as a stat though. I do like that as a stat.
I do too.
K's they run.
Yeah, I do too. You can see who's bludging and who isn't.
Yeah. You can see who's done the bag.
Bludging, Charlie.
What did Eddie Maguire say? A snout full of Columbia.
I like that.
You can't just rock up and do a snout full of Columbia and,
The best thing I ever saw about Eddie was the Daily Telegraph. I walked into a survey and I looked down. It had his photo and it said, King Claude. I nearly died in the survey waiting for fuel. King Claude. I took a photo of it. It'll be on my Facebook somewhere, actually. I'm sure of it. I'll chase that down.
King Claude. Eddie. Well, I tell you what, have you ever watched the Battle of Britain game? North Carlton?
No, is that where Clarkson smashed someone or something? Knocked someone out? No.
Mate, you have to watch that game.
Really?
Oh, mate. Mate, they needed 1,000 green whistles. Reece Jones.
Oh, he loved a stoush, didn't he?
My boys were watching these guys. And they're going, I love it how they just like, they don't push each other. They just put their hands up and they start swinging. And it's just on. It's a flurry of just
You can't imagine the day, can you? Those days.
Oh, they're connecting, you know. And then, yeah. You got to just watch the shorts.
Mate, I remember... okay, I'm going to check it out. I've been looking... I'll tell you, I was about 14 or 15 at the SCG, and Reece Jones was still playing for the Swans, and Wayne Harms was playing for Carlton. And Wayne Harms just came barreling through a pack, and just, you heard this... and his chest hit Reece Jones in the head, and just he was gone. And the sound was just frightening. And then, sure enough, like, I don't know, 20 minutes later, on runs Reece Jones. The next thing, Wayne Harms is KO'd on the ground from Reece Jones as well. Came back and took total revenge on him. It was unbelievable those days.
Of an exhibition game, also usually.
I just want to show you the part where they tried to put sticks
suspended for a total of 11 matches
in the rubbish bin. Hang on, here he goes. Watch this. Trying to put him in the rubbish bin.
Whoa. Jeez. Nice mark, Reece. Oh,
bang, bang, bang.
Oh,
it's on. And then here comes
Clarko,
our famous coach. Yeah, he comes through from behind too. It's a real cowardly act. He just comes through from behind and knocks the guy out. Ooh. Here we go. Yeah.
And it's on. Johnson's in there now, and this is going to develop into a wild melee here. Aitken has not moved.
Jeez.
Peter Wright and Bruce McAvaney called the game that Sunday in October, with neither impressed.
Aitken didn't wake up.
Cowardly act, unfortunately.
Cowardly act, unfortunately. Yeah, well, it was actually. Yeah.
Anyway.
The 1989 Grand Final's worth a look too. You watched that, Doco? That's pretty... Have you watched that?
No.
Oh, jeez. Jeez.
No, I'll have to write that down.
Oh, they tried to kill each other.
Yeah. Like they really did, didn't they?
Oh.
They really did. When they went at someone, it was just white line fever, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, Dermy had got one of them in the balls. Sorry, in the groin.
1989.
Yeah. The
Grand final.
Yeah, the Geelong player, I forget his name. Was it Buse? Forget, but Dermy had got him earlier in the year, and was
bit of payback.
Was making comments as he's been stretchered off with a ruptured testicle, like, don't worry, mate, I'll sort your wife out for you and all that sort of thing.
Oh.
So Malcolm Blight gave him the green light to run through Dermy at the opening bounce, and he did. He punctured his kidney, and and then it just went from there. I tell you what,
I'll watch it tonight.
Oh man, it's watch the doco. It's about an hour long.
I'm gonna.
It's a really good doco too.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else too. I've forgotten. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh. What's your prop? What's your prop in the background there that you took all the trouble to set up, and we haven't even mentioned it?
That.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just weeders, and because
telling him you're a sock tucker.
Just say it, mate.
You know where to go.
Don't know who you are, mate.
Yeah.
Don't know who you are. Get off my mate. Kiss my ass.
The meme that made Grant famous on the
456 likes.
Woo!
and loves. It's the most I've ever most activity on Facebook I've ever received.
You're more famous than
put one on
Death Rhyme. and Scary Mother combined.
Combined. Yep. The truth. Juice.
Yep.
Nah.
Yep.
I eclipsed the whole bunch. But what was I going to say about that? Oh yeah. The Facebook, fantastic. You put up a post of one of the best jazz players of all time, composers, Miles Davis. You will not get one view. Not one view.
I missed it. When did you do that?
Oh, yesterday or something.
Oh, I'll go and have a look.
And it's about him talking about, music.
Yeah.
And it only goes for, it's not like it's like, oh shit, I've got to watch a 5-minute clip. It's just 20 seconds of him talking. Not one view. Nobody cares, mate.
A friend of mine went to watch him when he was 18. So maybe 88 in New York.
Yeah.
No, maybe he was even younger. Maybe he went with his dad or something. He went to a club and Miles came out and said...
Had a bag?
No. Said, I ain't playing till all these white motherfuckers get out of here. I said, what did you do? He said, I got up and left. Miles tells you to leave, you go. He said, apparently the doorman's like, nah, don't worry about it, man. It's just Miles. Don't worry. Go back in.
What did he... Well, I was going to say, what did he have against white motherfuckers? Probably 500 years of fucking pain.
And the policeman that smashed him outside of the club when he was having a break that time. There was that too. That could have done it.
That could have pushed him over the edge.
What are you doing, boy? Oh, well, I'm sort of just having a break. I'm playing in this club. No, you're not.
Bang.
And took him down to the station. Nice. Yeah. So it could have been that too.
That'll have an effect on you.
It can put you offside a bit, yeah.
Yeah, that can choose your audience for you.
Mm.
So that's good old Facebook anyway. You put weeders up doing that. I might do it again just to see, I'll just recycle it.
Just join another Carlton thing and put it up there.
Yeah, that was great.
Join one of those really aggressive negative ones. Oh, he's just such a fag anyway. Who cares? Oh, geez. Sorry, God. I shouldn't be saying stuff like that. Sorry.
Well, no, it's not you saying it. It's what people say.
Yeah, some idiotic comments, seriously.
Idiots
say. Yeah.
So that's why...
That's all I was trying to highlight. That's all I was trying to
it's hard. Yeah. It's hard going. That's why I don't go into many of these groups because it's just like, oh my God, you say one thing and it's like, you're a fucking dickhead. Okay. You're a cocksucker. What do you fucking know, you idiot?
I gave a really good breakdown of the GWS game last year. I went to the game and, because you guys are mostly in Melbourne, here it is. And, got lots of like, yeah, nice. And then I got you got too much time on your hands.
You can just get shot down in flames, can't you?
You sock tucker.
Yeah. Mate, I don't know about anyone else. There's probably no one watching this, but I'm having the ball.
Yeah, I've had fun tonight. We should go, though.
Fuck it. Yeah, I know. All right,
mate. Well, we'll talk after the Freo game.
Yeah. We won't do a preview, that's for sure.
No.
It'll take hours.
Yeah.
What's his name? I don't know.
I don't know. That guy that plays up front. Looks like a Viking or something.
Yeah. All right, then.
All right, mate.
Get into your I'll
Gattermans.
straight away go give you my address. Yeah. How many copies of those do you have?
I've got one, but I'll just say a guy who used to teach drums, he's a great player. He's a session guy now. And he sent it to me, so I sent it to another friend. I'll send you one. I'll pay it forward type thing.
Oh, mate.
It's like a holy
Oh, it is.
textbook.
It's
This
like
thing.
it's godiments, isn't it? Really. They call him God, don't they?
Lots of flams. You can practice your up straight flams.
Up straight flam, mate. I tell you what, I'm a big fan.
Flatty fla-flas. Displaced.
Oh, God. All right, well, if you can get that to me, ASAP, we can break down the flatty fla-fla.
All right, we can do the warm-up one together next week.
Mate, I think we should. I think we should set up a pad each and do some stuff.
It's going to be tricky. I'm out of focus. Oh, am I out of focus?
Yeah, you have been. It's like you've got shit connection or something.
Oh, okay.
Not like my state-of-the-art 2012 MacBook,
It's
mate.
working better than mine.
It's solid, mate. You can take parts out of this and like rebuild it. You can.
Yeah.
It's like you can take it all to pieces if you want to with a screwdriver.
Okay. Yeah.
But you can't update it, so
Right.
you can't use any good apps.
Well,
Except for this one.
you look as clear as a bell. Anyway, it's been fun. Thanks, Grant.
Flatty fla-flas there.
Flatty fla-flas.
I think that'd be a good thumbnail for our tube.
Okay, hang on. Oh, you've finished.
Can you take a snapshot?
Yeah,
of
I can,
that?
I think. Hang on. Got it.
1,000 views there, mate.
Oh, no. Didn't get it at
Right
all.
there.
Doesn't matter.
No.
All right.
Good talking to you, mate.
See you next time.
Yeah, talk to you next week.
See you, mate. Bye.
See ya.